Well, thank you, Joe, and thank you, Tony and Julie, and ladies and gentlemen. Well, another campaign, but I can't help but feel we've all been here before. We've had Kevin, we've had Julia, and now it's Kevin again. The lived experience under Labor means that for regional people, it doesn't make much difference. We've been ignored by both of them. Julia Gillard's idea of a visit to country Australia was Western Sydney. Kevin Rudd has spent more time flying overseas than he has flying to country towns. This is Labor's lurch to the past, recalling Rudd for a second shot at mediocrity. It's a transparent and desperate political stunt to try and trick voters into believing that somehow or other there should be a revival of Labor's political fortunes. And now a rush to the people before they remember that this is the same man they desperately wanted to get rid of just 3 years ago. The irony of it, of course, is that they're just as divided now as they were 48 hours ago. It is still the same disunited group. A third of their ministers gone. Perhaps more than a third of their talent pool decided they've had enough. So our new leader, our new Prime Minister, is the captain of an empty and aimless vessel. The only cargo is self-interest, and it's Kevin's interest, not the interests of the people of Australia. Unfortunately, that's the legacy of the modern Labor Party. The disunity, the disloyalty, the untrustworthiness. That's what we've seen on full display for the past 3 years, 6 years, and it's not going to get any better. Australians need a clear direction for the future, but we're not getting that from this government. This morning we read that Kevin Rudd is planning to dump Labor's carbon tax. Is he going to be the second leader to say there will be no carbon tax under the government I lead? And the second thing that I note is on his agenda is border protection. Is he going to repeat what he said 6 years ago? Labor will take a very hard line, a very tough line on people smugglers. Labor's policy is that if people are intercepted on the high seas, the vessel should be turned around. That was his policy 6 years ago, but where has it happened? What has happened since then? Nothing, in fact, has changed. What regional Australians want is, and what they're telling us that they demand, is a stable government with strong leadership and a clear direction for this nation's future. We are a united team, and our unity is vital for our nation. Our government will govern for the whole nation, for the cities, for the regions, and the remote parts of our nation. And we've already announced many elements of a positive plan to open up our country, open up Northern Australia for growth and prosperity. A clear direction of our vision to engage with Asia so that for us an Asian century is a reality and not just another slogan. But it's also an opportunity for the rest of the country. Farmers and businesses across the country will be eyeing up the possibilities for them to reinvest, to be re-encouraged about what they can do to help build their own businesses and their own country. The regions are particular winners from the fast broadband plan, guaranteed to be sooner and cheaper than Labor's NBN extravaganza. The NDIS goes ahead under a coalition government. We'll have a better public education system because we'll be concentrating on delivering essential skills and not just pots of money. We'll have better health services because a coalition government will empower locals to have more say in the way in which their hospitals and health needs are delivered. We'll lift business and consumer confidence and we will stimulate business activity, free it up from red and green tape and create 1 million jobs in the process. We'll tackle the weaknesses in our economy, the debt, the deficits, and the weakness in manufacturing and other sectors with fresh, new ideas and real approaches that'll make a difference. Our plan is a recipe for more jobs, better jobs, and greater job security. Now, putting regional Australia at the heart of our national economy and recovery is not only good for the regions, it's good for the nation. Because when our regions are strong, so is our country. Yeah. Now, we'll govern for all Australians. We'll be an inclusive government. We care about our people. We care about all Australians. Good economic management, financial balanced budgets, they're the key to a confident nation. We'll deliver all of that and all Australians will benefit. Only a coalition can deliver a grown-up government. A grown-up government that makes grown-up decisions for a country that wants to grow and believes in itself. We're a vital team. We've worked hard and long in opposition and we demonstrate our capacity to cooperate enthusiastically together. And it's been great to work with Joe and Julia and Tony.